Today was an interesting day. I'm here in Germany at the Safari Zone event in Dortmund, where Niantic flew me out to partner up and be involved with some things going on here during the weekend. And, well, things are not going as planned. You've probably heard by now that there were a lot of issues plaguing both the event and the game itself throughout the day that led to a lot of frustrations. Throughout the day, we saw issues with cellular networks just not being able to handle the number of people that were around in the park, and we also saw an issue where using an incense would cause your game to crash, and then you wouldn't be able to play for several hours. Luckily, that has been resolved, so you should be okay using an incense now. I'd still be kind of nervous about it, to be honest, but it's been okay for people. So I think overall, the reaction, the experience, what you saw online was probably pretty negative, and I wouldn't argue with that. I met a lot of people today who weren't able to play the game for several hours, who traveled from very far away, early in the morning, and weren't even able to play until late in the afternoon when things started to get resolved. But there was definitely some good mixed in throughout the day, depending on how you decided to go about doing things. But throughout the entire day, the experience for me was pretty much okay. We spent a lot of the day outside of the park. Like I said, I'm here with Niantic, working on kind of a bigger production throughout the weekend. So a lot of what I did today happened outside of the park in the actual city of Dortmund, where the game was working a lot better, I would say. So with that in mind, I just wanted to share a little bit of what I know and some suggestions if you're planning on attending tomorrow. First of all, the event spawns the Pokemon, the shinies. They're spawning all throughout the city of Dortmund, not just within Westfalenpark, and the spawn rates between the park and the city should be the same. So your experience is going to be exactly the same whether you're playing in the park or in the city. So my suggestion is just play where it's comfortable for you. Play where you have cellular connection. If you want to play in the park, if you want to see all the things that have been set up there, definitely check it out. But my suggestion would be check from outside the park. There were long lines. It was taking a while for people to get inside the park, only to find out that they couldn't really play the game. So if you get to the park, before you actually line up to go inside, check to see if you have connection. If you don't have connection, don't bother going inside the park. You can take the train, you can walk even. It's 20 minutes, I think, walking from the park to sort of the city center of Dortmund. And over there's actually raids. There's no raids going on in the park. There's no gyms in the park. So you can raid in the city, you can catch all the same Pokemon, and they're spawning well beyond the original event hours, even right now at the hotel. Larvitar. So you can definitely find your shiny Pokemon in increased numbers outside of the event, outside of the park. And Niantic did also announce towards the end of the day that they will be holding a Europe-wide, all of Europe, event later this week to kind of make up for the issues that have been going on throughout the day at the Safari Zone event. So I don't have any details on that, but it will be a way to sort of make up for people just not being able to play, making plans, and potentially having to go home before things even got resolved later in the day. So stay tuned for details on that. I'll still be in Europe at that time, so I think myself, Mystic7, Holly, the YouTubers that are out here, we're going to try to do some kind of meetup wherever we happen to be, depending on what that Europe-wide event ends up being. And that's about all I wanted to say for this video, because I'd like to get some sleep, but also because I really didn't shoot that much for myself today, because like I said, I'm working on a bigger project throughout the weekend, which you'll be able to see soon. I do have one clip that I want to share, though, that kind of sums up my experience for the day.
How many shinies today?
My fourth one.
What the heck?
I'm just gonna keep this quiet, because everyone here has caught a shiny except for me. Oh my god.
Has bad CP.
Really?
It's like
So,
Yeah, I gotta stand here for another second while my game reloads.
oh, live! Oh, what?
Did you get it?
Shiny Rosalia, baby!
straight away at the pot.
Most of the reaction.
Nobody knows my pain right now.
He's really depressed too.
Poor Nick.
Well, I got shiny Rosalia.
Just things happening.
So random.
Behind the scenes here.
Yo, this is the one I wanted. It's really high CP too. So
Yeah, let me just log in real quick. I got something I need to take care of.
Oof. Above average. It's beautiful. There you go.
What's your field
Shiny
research?
Rosalia.
It's my Articuno.
Oh yeah.
I've been sitting on it for a week.
Yeah.
Spinning wheel of death.
Nice.
Uh-oh. This sounds familiar.
What happened?
Swablu. Oh my god!
Oh my god! You got it?
Oh my god, it's just shiny Swablu. But it's in Air Plus mode, and last time he did that, he lost it. So this is like a real intense moment right now.
Like same clip.
Can you hold this for me?
Same clip?
Oh my, wait, it's gonna run!
What?
Oh my god, you just saved it.
Find out on
Wait.
this, what happens.
Did you have a shiny?
He used
All
to
the
have a
time?
shiny Swablu,
Wow.
but it ran. You can do it, I believe in you.
I don't even want to take the picture.
Yeah.
I'm so over it.
Just secure it.
Wait, Golden Rest?
Okay.
This is your first one.
This is my first shiny of the day.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Finally. Also, I only have Ultra Balls, so I guess I'm using an Ultra Ball.
Okay. You got your golden chicken nugget.
I was gonna take the picture, but you know what? At this point, I think
You
I've
got
learned my
it.
lesson.
Congratulations.
They had it.
Thank you.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.